Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's from North London to Wembley here, and today we're diving into my Premier League Game Week 1 predictions for the 2025-26 season. Before we get into it, I've just posted my La Liga Game Week 1 predictions video, so if you're into Spanish football as well, go check that out after this one. Now let's get straight into my predictions for the opening weekend of the Premier League. Here are my picks for all 10 matches with full breakdowns. Liverpool are back at Anfield and they're looking sharp. With new signings like Hugo Ekitike and Florian Wirtz, they've added depth to an already dangerous attack. Salah is still the main man, and I expect him to be involved in at least one goal. Bournemouth, meanwhile, have lost key defenders, including Milos Kerkez, who ironically joined Liverpool. Their pre-season form was poor, and historically they've taken just 1 point from their last 24 at Anfield. I think Bournemouth might sneak one through a counter or a set piece, but Liverpool's intensity will be too much. 3-1 to the Reds. Villa have had a strong pre-season, including a win over Villarreal. Watkins looks ready to go and Rodgers adds pace and creativity. Newcastle, on the other hand, had a rough summer and are dealing with injuries to key players like Isak and Gordon. Villa Park has been a fortress, and Villa have won their last 3 home games against Newcastle without conceding. I think Emery's side will be aggressive and organised, and they'll edge this one 2-1. Brighton are unbeaten in pre-season and look sharp under manager Fabian Herzela. Mitoma and Welbeck are expected to lead the attack, and Fulham's left-back crisis could be a real problem. With Robinson out and Sessegnon doubtful, Brighton's wide players will have space to exploit. Fulham might score through Muniz or a set piece, but Brighton's pressing and possession game should give them the edge. 2-1 to the Seagulls. Sunderland are back in the Premier League after 8 years, and the Stadium of Light will be buzzing. They've made exciting signings like Granit Xhaka and Simon Adingra, but their pre-season was mixed. West Ham, now under Graham Potter, had a more stable summer and beat Everton and Bournemouth in friendlies. With Kudus gone, they'll rely on Bowen and new signing Kyle Walker-Peters. Sunderland will fight, but West Ham's experience should see them through. 2-1 to the Hammers. Come on you Spurs, I'm backing us to start strong. Under Thomas Frank, we're building a new tactical identity focused on structure and set pieces. Even with Maddison and Kulusevski out, we've got Kudus, Bentancur and Richarlison ready to step up. Burnley will try to play out from the back, but that's risky against our press. Historically, we've dominated this fixture, winning 7 of our last 8 against them. I think we'll control the game, keep a clean sheet and get a solid win. 2-0 Spurs. Wolves have had a poor pre-season and lost key players like Mathias Cunha and Ryan Aït-Nouri. Their defence looks shaky, and goalkeeper Jose Sarr had the worst save percentage in the league last season. City, meanwhile, are refreshed and aiming to reclaim the title. Even with some rotation, their depth and attacking power should be too much. Expect Haaland or Foden to get on the score sheet. 2-0 to City. Chelsea come in as Club World Cup champions and have integrated new talent like João Pedro and Esteval. Palace are in great form, having beaten Liverpool in the Community Shield, but they're missing key players like Decore and Nketiah. Chelsea have dominated this fixture historically, and with Palmer and Pedro linking up, they should control the game. Palace will be dangerous on the break, but Chelsea's midfield should win the battle. 2-0 to the Blues. Forest had a brilliant season last year, finishing 7th with one of the best defences in the league. They've kept that core and added attacking options. Brentford, under new manager Keith Andrews, are transitioning to a more possession-based style, but face a tough test against Forest's compact and physical setup. Forest's home form and defensive resilience should give them the edge in a close match. 2-1 Forest. United have added Sesko and Buemo and Cunha, but their new look attack may take time to gel. Arsenal, meanwhile, have strengthened with Gyökeres and Zubimendi, and their midfield trio of Rice, Odegaard and Zubimendi looks dominant. United's back 3 could struggle against Arsenal's pace and passing. I expect Arsenal to control possession and edge a high-tempo game at Old Trafford. 2-1 to the Gunners. Leeds are back in the Prem and have had a solid pre-season with draws against Milan and Villarreal. Everton are dealing with injuries and squad instability, despite adding players like Dewsbury Hall and Grealish. Leeds will press high and look to exploit Everton's defensive gaps. With Ellen Road rocking, I'm backing Leeds to nick it through Peiro or Nonto. 1-0 Leeds. Now let's take a look at what you guys predicted in the community polls. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Liverpool 100% draw, 0%. Bournemouth 0%. Everyone's back in Liverpool, no surprises there. Total confidence in Slot's side. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Aston Villa 50% draw, 50% Newcastle 0%. Interesting split. No one back in Newcastle. That's bold considering their top 4 finish last season. Brighton versus Fulham. Brighton 100%, draw 0%, Fulham 0%. Brighton love is strong, and I agree. They're one of the most exciting teams to watch. Sunderland versus West Ham. Sunderland 0%, draw 50%, West Ham 50%. Split vote here, could be a tight one. Sunderland fans might feel disrespected. Tottenham versus Burnley. Tottenham 0%, draw 100%, Burnley 0%. Hold on, no one backs Spurs. You lot are killing me. I'm backing my boys all the way. Wolves versus Man City. Wolves 0%, draw 0%, Man City 100%. Unamius again. City dominance expected. Could anyone stop them? Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Chelsea 75%, draw 0%, Crystal Palace 25%. Some of you fancy Palace to cause problems. Fair enough, they've got flair. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Nottingham Forest 50%, draw 0%, Brentford 50%. Split right down the middle. This one's a coin toss. Man United versus Arsenal. Man United 75%. Draw 0%, Arsenal 25%. Most of you are backing United. I'm going against the grain here. Let's see who's right. Leeds versus Everton. Leeds 50%, draw 0%, Everton 50%. Another 50-50. This could go either way. I'm leaning Leeds. So that's it for my Premier League Game Week 1 predictions. Let me know in the comments which ones you agree with and which ones you think I've absolutely bottled. Big shout out to everyone who voted in the community polls. I'll keep doing these every week, so make sure you've subscribed and watch the polls. And again, don't forget to check out my La Liga predictions video. It's uploaded now and are full of bold calls. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly predictions. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.